Good morning, how are you all? I'm very happy to see you again, or to have you again. I miss you, gentlemen, and today we are going to continue our lessons in Module 2, and this is the last lesson in Module 2. This is Module 2E. As you see, the title of the lesson here is Let's Celebrate. So I guess you know the meaning of the word celebrate, right? Celebrate is a verb. What does it mean? Do you know? Celebrate is to have a party, is to feel happy about something. So it's a verb, and the noun is celebration. It's like, what kind of celebrations do you have in Saudi Arabia, gentlemen? So we have this question here in this page. Please open your books to page 28. This is Module 2, Lesson E, last lesson in the module. So the first question we have here is, what are the most popular celebrations or festivals or events you have in your country or town? I guess you would say the National Day, right? The National Day of Saudi Arabia. So this is one of the most important or popular celebrations here in Saudi Arabia. What do you guys do on the National Day? I guess you do many things. You go out to the streets with your friends, maybe. You have the Saudi flag, and you wear green clothes as a kind of celebration. You may also visit your relatives or something. So you do many activities on that day. And this is the common thing about all celebrations around the world. Now we have another question. When do they take place? When do these celebrations take place? When do they happen? So when is the National Day of Saudi Arabia? I guess you know better than me. The third question is, do they involve any special decorations? Yes. Yeah, on the National Day, all people wear green, all people have the Saudi flag, all people feel happy about the day. So yeah, every celebration and every event has its own special decorations and clothes as well, and even the activities. Now let's move to the next part of the lesson. I want you to have a look at this. Here we have some photos that are related to celebrations. So the first thing here, what's this? This is very famous and popular, and we all have it in Ramadan, right? So what do you see here? What's number one? Do you know anything about this? So yeah, we call this. So we have 4 words above, and I want you to choose from them to match to the pictures. So number 1, is it fireworks?
Fireworks.
Or
lanterns.
Or
candles.
Or
streamers.
What do you think? So 1 is
lanterns.
Lanterns. So 1 is B, lanterns. We call this in English lanterns. And this is so familiar with you because we all have it in Ramadan, as you know. What's the second thing? What's this? These ribbons, these colorful ribbons. What do we call them in one word?
Streamers.
Is it streamers? D. So 2D. This is streamers. Streamers. Now number 3. You know this. So number 3 is
fireworks.
Fireworks. So 3A. 3A. And the last one is, as you see, what's this? Candles?
Candles.
So number 4 is C, which is candles. We all use these items in celebrations. Some of them are used in some special occasions, like lanterns in Ramadan, but we may use candles in birthday parties maybe, or something. So it depends on the situation or the event. Now let's move to the listening part of the lesson. Now I want you, gentlemen, to listen to the dialogues about how the Spring Festival celebrated in 2 countries, and write true, T for true, or F for false. So here we're going to talk about 2 countries and some special celebrations in these 2 countries. From the pictures, I want you to guess, what countries are we going to talk about today? So you can guess these countries from the pictures. Look at this picture. So it seems like this is a building in an Asian country, maybe Korea, maybe China or Japan. So we're not sure. But can you guess any more countries here? We have some flowers, we have some decorations. So let's listen and see. We have 5 or 6 questions here, and you are supposed to write in these circles whether true or false. I want you to listen, please, gentlemen, and check check your answers. We will check the answers after listening. So listen, please.
2. Listen. dialogues about how the Spring Festival is celebrated in 2 countries, and write T for true or F for false. 1. Nobuka, how was your spring holiday in Osaka?
It was very nice. In spring, we celebrate the Cherry Blossom Festival.
Really? Never heard of it before. Tell me more.
Well, cherry trees are very special to Japanese people, and spring is the time of year when they are loaded with cherry blossoms, which are beautiful white or pink flowers.
Sounds nice. So, what do you do during the festival?
In my city, people go to the parks, the main streets, or even to the mountain for picnics and what we call flower watching.
Flower watching?
Yes, we sit under the trees and admire the view. Some people wear traditional costumes too. We also carry lanterns with us because we usually stay out till late at night.
Do you eat anything special?
Yes, there are food corners that sell food that's made with cherries.
It must be tasty. 2.
Nice picture you've got there on your desktop. Wow, that's a lot of flowers. Where is this place?
I took that picture when I visited Morocco in May.
Oh, right. And is this some sort of celebration?
Yes, there is a rose festival that takes place in Morocco in May. That's the month when they cut and gather the roses. So they celebrate with a big festival.
Where is it?
It's in a small city called El Maguna, which is famous for its roses. About 20,000 tourists visit it every year.
And what can you do during the festival?
Well, we visited some rose water factories and bought some products made from roses, like soap and cream.
That's nice.
And the city is decorated very nicely. It's all really colourful and smells great too.
Sounds like you enjoyed yourself.
You can say that again.
So now this is the end of the recording. If it's not sure for you, you can go back to the beginning of the recording and listen one more time or 2 more times, as you like, gentlemen. So I guess the countries that they talked about here are Japan is the first country, and what is the second one? It was Morocco. So let's now have a look at these sentences and check whether they are true or false. So number 1, in Osaka, the Cherry Blossom Festival takes place in one place only. So it happens in one place only in Osaka. According to what you listened, is it true or false? Number 1 is false. Why? This is the answer. In my city, she said, Nobuka said, in my city, people go to the parks, the main streets, or even to the mountain. So they celebrate this occasion in different places, not only in one place. Now, number 2, in Japan, everybody wears traditional clothes for the cherry blossom festival. So does this happen in Japan? Everybody wears traditional clothes for the cherry blossom festival? Let's check. Some people wear traditional costumes too. So some people wear traditional, not everybody. So this one is, number 2 is false. Number 3, you don't have to bring your own food to Cherry Blossom Festival. You don't have to bring your own food. Is this what they said? Let's check. There are food corners that sell foods that's made with cherries. There are food corners, so people don't have to bring their own food. This one is true. Now, El Maguna, this is the place in Morocco, has the population of 20,000 people. Do you think so? Yes, this is, it's about 20,000 tourists visit every year. So, is this the population? False. This is not the population, this is the number of tourists. Number 5, during the Rose Festival in Morocco, in El Maguna, visitors can buy products made from roses. What do you think? Let's check. Frank said, we visited some rose water factories and bought some products made from roses like soap and cream. So number 5, during the Rose Festival, visitors can buy products made from roses. This is true. Number 6, the rose water factories are beautifully decorated during the festival. and the city is decorated very nicely. So it seems like the last one here is true as well. Oh no, this is false. So the rosewater factories are beautifully decorated during the festival. Check again. And the city is decorated very nicely. The whole city, gentlemen, it's the whole city, not only the rosewater factories. Now let's move to the next part of the lesson. Here we have a reading. Next page. This is page 29. So on this page, we have a reading text about a famous festival here in Saudi Arabia, specifically in Jazan. I don't know whether you heard about this or not, but you know, from this photo, you can guess what this festival is about. And as you see, this is the mango festival. I didn't know before coming to Saudi Arabia that there is a special day or special festival for mango, and this is one of my favorite fruits. So yeah, they have a celebration for mango here in Saudi Arabia, especially in Jazan, because Jazan has some of the most delicious mangoes in the world, according to the text. So let's read it. We need to read the text, and then we will complete a fact file right below the text in the same page. We have a fact file here. We need to fill in the gaps, and we need to fill in the fact file with proper information from the text. So you have to read the text first. Let's have a look at this text, and I want you gentlemen to read this first before you answer the fact file. I want you to listen.
3. Speak and write.
Mango Festival. Are you fond of fruit? Then don't miss the Mango Festival. It's an annual Saudi celebration that takes place in the province of Jazan, in the city of Abu Arish, and dates back to the beginning of the decade. It falls in the first week of May, and usually lasts about 5 days.
So it lasts about 5 days.
Jazan is admired for its production of fruits such as apples, grapes, lemons, and mangoes. Its mangoes, however, are sold all around the world. The festival is a lively but also important occasion for the province because it attracts a lot of visitors, which improves the economy of the area. Visitors to the festival can buy and taste many different varieties of mango at good prices. They can also get great recipes for both savory and sweet Saudi mango dishes and learn a lot about this delicious fruit. For the young visitors who gather at the festival, there are many children's shows and a pleasant atmosphere. There are also lots of competitions for local growers and events for visitors too. If you feel like a short trip, you can visit one of the 2,000 mango farms across the province and taste fruit right from the tree. The Mango Festival is a wonderful celebration, and it's a great time for people to get together and have fun. You should definitely visit it. Jazan people also participate in Al Janadriya Festival, with a special corner for their famous mangoes.
So the whole text, as you see, gentlemen, is about the Mango Festival in Jazan. And at the end of the text, they also mention another festival that takes place in all over Saudi Arabia, which is Al Janadriya Festival. So we have some questions that we need to answer about the text here. Let's look at this. The place of Mango Festival, in what Saudi city does it take place? I guess you know the answer very well, which is Jazan. Now the date, what day or what time of the year do they celebrate the Mango Festival? You read the text and you know the answer, which is the first week of May. Now it lasts for how many days? I've mentioned this and you guys read it too. 5 days. Now activities, what to buy, what to eat. For sure mango, but is there anything else? Let's look. Different varieties of mangoes. So different types of mangoes. Now, where to go? Where to go? So where do people go on this day? To the mango farms. And what to see? What do people see on the Mango Festival? During the Mango Festival, children shows and competitions and events. What else do people do as kind of activities on this day? Yeah, they get recipes for sweet and savory mango dishes, and they learn about mangoes as well. So all activities here are related to mangoes on this day because, this is so clear it's Mango Festival. Now, that was the end of this unit, gentlemen, or this module, this lesson specifically. This is lesson 2E, which is Let's Celebrate, and we need to practice what we learned here through the workbook. But before this, we have a grammar rule that we need to discuss. No, this is not grammar. We don't have grammar in this lesson, but this is just how to write a description of an event. So when you guys write a description of an event, you write a paragraph. The introduction first. In the introduction, you mention the name of the place, you mention the name of the festival or the event, and then where it happens, and then some activities, and you mention in the main part the activities and the things that the people do and eat, and in the conclusion you give your own opinion about this event. So your whole essay includes 3 paragraphs, an introduction and then main body, and at the end you have a conclusion. So again, in the introduction you mention some facts about the festival or about the event, like the name, where it happens, in what time of the year, and then in the main body paragraph, in the second paragraph, you write some facts about the activities, where do people go, what do people eat, what do people buy, so some details about the event, and in the conclusion you write your opinion, whether you like it or you don't like it, and that's it. So now we have some questions here. Every year after the end of Ramadan, Eid al-Fitr is celebrated not only in Saudi Arabia but also in many countries of the world. Now this was in you're asked here to put them in order from 1 to 4. I want you to put the ideas here in order from 1 to 4. So this idea would be number 1. Now families and friends get together and have big meal, kabsa, in one of the dishes that some Saudis eat to celebrate Eid al-Fitr. So this is M. Now this is in the main part. You mentioned this in the main part. The first sentence here would be written in the introduction, and the second sentence would be written in the main body paragraph. Number 3, it's great spending time with your family and friends on this day. It's also a good chance to visit old friends and come closer to your family. In what paragraph would this be written, gentlemen? Would it be written in the introduction or the main body or in the conclusion? What do you think? So this is about details. So this is more in C, in conclusion. Now, number 4, all families gather together after Eid prayers. They usually exchange presents and sweets. They also care about those who are in need and offer them food. So this would be mentioned in the main body paragraph. Now you have a writing exercise here. You brainstorm ideas first. Before you write, what are you writing about and why are you writing? Think of an event, think of a festival that you like and you would like to write about, and mention some facts about this festival here in this box. The name, the venue, the place, the date, when it happens, the purpose, what people do, who takes part, what kind of people who participate in this activity, and so on. After you arrange your ideas, now you do this. You divide your paragraph into 3 main parts, as I told you. Are any participation or preparations necessary? Do we have preparations for this? What do people do on this day? And do people eat any special things? You need to answer this before you write. So always arrange your ideas before you write your paragraph. This is all, gentlemen, about this. Closing paragraph is the conclusion. Write your opinion about the festival or about the event, whether you like it or not, as I told you, and then general comment about the event. I like it, I don't like it, as simple as this. And this is the roundup. Here we have a revision for the whole unit, and I will upload the answers of this roundup on the website. You can check this. So answer this yourselves and then check the website for the answers as a feedback. And don't forget, gentlemen, the homework. You have homework for this. The homework here is page, this is 93. You have 93, 94 and 95. You get to do these pages as homework to check your understanding, and I will upload the answers of these pages on the website. You can check the answers later after you do the homework yourselves. This is all about this lesson, gentlemen. Thank you, and it was nice having you today.